Well, welcome to Wild Goose Adventures. I want to do something a little bit different this episode. Rather than heading out on the boat to some of the islands, I want to introduce you to some of the local talent. I want to introduce you to a man who is a manager, he's a musician, he's a music producer, and he is going to be taking care of all the music from here on in on this show. I'd also like to introduce you to a lady who has opened a store in Hervey Bay. She's dedicated that store to supporting local artists. She's one cool chick and I'd like you to go and meet her. Let's jump on the bike and head off. Well, in the world of filmmaking, music is incredibly important. I'm here today. You might remember that in the last couple of episodes, in the episode of Skyringville, we heard Lewin Baldwin. In the episodes involving Lady Musgrave Island, we had Sam Madison and the Beasts of Reason. All of that music was produced by the man we're about to meet. Rob Mackay is a musician, he's the producer and a manager for Pacific International Music. Let's go and meet him now. So here we are in the studios of Pacific International Music with Rob Mackay. Thanks, Rob, for letting us in.
Yeah, no worries, my pleasure.
I really wanted to start by saying, first up, you're a musician. Is there any musical instrument that you don't play?
No, pretty much play most things. Once you've mastered one instrument, then the notes and everything are all the same. We've just got to work out how to get them out of whatever the instrument is.
And so we've gone from being a musician now to being a producer. How did you make that jump?
I guess being a multi-instrumentalist, I always understand what the job of each instrument is. As a kid I was recording on tape as a teenager, so I've always dabbled in recording, and about 13 years ago went into it full time, and it's just something I understand. And people say, why don't you write? And I say, I write songs, but I don't think they're very good, but I work with other people's songs that are far superior, and I can, I don't know, colour them in, I guess, is the thing.
Yeah.
Come around the tip and now we're running the line. Time to wave golf goodbye. East Coast to make a grown man cry, 'cause now you've hounded most of the time. Go for broke and give us undercover some miles through the reef and past the isles. We're all alone between the suds and tides, driven many a sane man wild, 'cause it's a long, long way round.
Back when we did the Skyringville video, we had a bit of Lewin Baldwin, and you telling me the story of Lewin Baldwin and how, because he came from the sea, I mean, as amazing as a guitarist he was, that you really wanted to capture that sort of salty ocean vibe to it.
Yeah, he had a bunch of blues stuff and he had this salt air stuff. And I said, well, look, there's a lot of people doing blues. Let's go down this. I can smell the sea in these songs. And I just loved it. It was so original, so different. So I encouraged him to do that. And, well, you heard the result. And we did it on a fairly low budget. And the sounds are just amazing because the songs were great. And that's what it's all about. It's the songs. If the songs are great, my job's relatively easy. You just got to make sure you don't under or overproduce it and add what embellishes the song, what makes it better, what it wants to make it the best song it can be, and that is often leaving stuff out. You know, less is more sort of thing is a very true thing in what I do. So
the other one I really want to bring up was Winter of Reason. You played that to me a little while ago.
slow. You were set up by the moonshine, and you looked whiter than the sunlight in your eyes. Fast asleep under the gentle rose.
My daughter and I were down at a festival, and we'd we're going from venue to tent to venue, and all of a sudden this beautiful music's appearing on a showcase stage. And my daughter was with me. She was 15 at the time, and we were both captivated. And we sat down and we listened, and there's a guy there playing a 12-string guitar tuned to open C, and this lady, Chloe, she's just moving with the music, and she was captivating to watch and had that beautiful voice. So I went up to him straight afterwards and this is who I am, this is what I do, and you need to come and see me. And
What about our four-legged friend here?
Jeffrey, one of the really good things about Jeffrey is that he has no stress in him, and a lot of people come in here pre-stressed. Oh, I'm recording, they're overthinking it. They've listened to bad advice from people that don't know anything about anything, and come in here all sort of tense. So my job is to keep them relaxed and happy, and in that environment music happens well.
Yeah.
In stress it doesn't happen well, and Jeffrey's a good part of de-stressing people.
Hey Rob, thanks for joining us, and we'll look forward to having lots of music in the upcoming episodes.
It's a pleasure, Shippo.
Well, the next part of our little adventure down in Hervey Bay is going to meet Natalie. Natalie owns this pretty cool little gift shop called Hatch, and she's down by the pier here, and she happens to sell some of my photos. So as we come in, let's come in and let's come in and meet Natalie.
Good afternoon, David.
Natalie, say hello.
Hi, welcome to Hatch.
Welcome to Hatch. Now, Natalie has been selling some of my photos, and I've got some good news, I believe, for me.
Yeah, I do. We've sold a couple of beautiful photos of the pier, Dave, with the blue hues that work really well in people's lounge rooms at the moment because it's all blue.
Excellent. And I love this range, and because right above that range, oh my goodness, look what happens to be there.
Yeah. So we've got Dave's orange hues. This is what we have left, Dave.
So
The blue hues.
all the blue hues have gone.
Yes.
We all like that.
Yes.
This is a beautiful shop here, and how good is it to be down by the pier?
I know, it's gorgeous. You get a lot of people that come for a wander along the pier, which for me sounds quite interesting because it's not something that I'd ever kind of head to a destination and go for, but everyone does here in Hervey Bay. So, and it is a beautiful pier and it's got a lot of history. So, yeah.
And you might see Natalie on the boat one day. I've been pestering her to try and come out with
Yeah,
come out
bring
for
it
sale
on,
sometime.
Dave. You got that boat fixed?
Excellent, Nat. Well, we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you, Dave. Take care.
The Hervey Bay waterfront runs for about 14 kilometres, and one of the highlights is this here Urangan Pier. Urangan Pier was opened in 1917 and was 1.1 kilometres long, and at one stage was the busiest coal port on the eastern seaboard. It was all shut down and they reduced the size of the pier to now it's a mere 200 metres, and it's just as busy, but now busy by fishermen and people walking out and enjoying looking out over the water, and definitely a place to come and visit if you're down this way in Hervey Bay. The beauty of Hervey Bay is not so much Hervey Bay itself, but for me it's the beautiful Fraser Island, Australia's largest sand island, the world's largest sand island, and it sits just off the coast here. It's about 5 kilometres out off the coast. It is some of the best cruising grounds in the world, and I love it. It's a beautiful spot to come and visit, protected from the southeaster. It's Platypus Bay has got the whales. It's where they come and play, and they only place in this whole seaboard where they don't just swim past, they actually stop here and rest for a little while to get their break before they make it down into the southern climes. So Hervey Bay, a place to come and visit. Fraser Island, definitely a place to come and visit. It all happens here. Well, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to see some more, that would be totally awesome, and thank you very much. Especially want to thank Rob and Natalie for their time and their support of Wild Goose Adventures. Next time we're going to have a look at the new dinghy, and in the meantime, between now and then, smooth sailing.